Dandadan. With that, I'm going to pass this one over to Brian.
All right. So we pick up last chapter with Takakura facing off against this alien person. And he's kind of like bursting backwards as whoever, I don't even know, as the alien is kind of flying towards him. And we kind of get like a small kind of teaser as to what this alien has been through. As like, I'm guessing that the alien's the girl.
Yes.
Probably.
As she's kind of kissing a loved one. I don't know who. Maybe they're getting married. And then there's another panel of her kind of some really fucked up shit happening to her. And this does not get referred to for the rest of this chapter. It gets left behind by a bunch of really cool action. So we continue into the next page where we see her kind of doing like a after image fucking kicks all over Takakura's armor, and Takakura goes rah and blasts off into Kung Fu Alien. And as she's getting pushed away, she kind of like pulls Takakura's like unarmored arm and bites him, causing him to kind of lose grip. But instead of getting away from her, he brings his legs up to do the pile bunkers for a kick. And then he notices that it's not the octopus. I think it was an octopus last time he was fighting the aliens. But it's actually a somewhat humanoid looking person. And the mask kind of flies back over Kung Fu Alien's head as she kind of flies in and throws a kick, to which Takakura tries to kind of block with his arm. And as he blocks it, his hand accidentally touches his armor, which causes the armor to become undone because it's no longer in control of Kinta. And this gives Kung Fu Alien a chance to kind of swing a huge fucking kick that destroys the entire armor. Mind you, this art is fucking amazing for this sequence. And Takakura falls on his head. And as that's happening, Bully Maguire over here is kicking away Kinta and notices that Kung Fu Alien's going in for the kill on Takakura, to which he immediately jumps over and cuts him off. And he says, "Asshole, I said I'll be the one who wastes Takakura." And immediately those two start fighting. Bully Maguire and Kung Fu Alien are kind of squaring off in this really fucking beautifully drawn sequence of panels, which ends with Bully Maguire just constantly jumping up and down, smashing on top of Kung Fu Alien. And while they're distracted, Kinta calls out to Private First Class Takakura and asks him if he's okay. And he apologizes for touching his armor. And it's at this point where they start to realize that things are getting a little dire. So Kinta suggests that they merge. To which Takakura says, "Do what now? Merge. If we merge, we'll become stronger."
Bro, this is one of my favorite sequences.
Like Emperor. Robot.
Pirates Docking 6.
Pirates Docking 6. Yeah.
Bro said, we aren't
Big
actually
Emperor.
He said, we aren't actually robots. That's a poison mindset.
And then in the next channel, next page, Kinta goes, "We are robots. No, the robot is me." As he's kind of bringing all the, I forget what it's called in this. What is it?
Nano.
Nano skin.
Yeah, nano skin.
That's a poisoned mindset.
I love that line so much.
Yeah.
He's kind of bringing all the nano skin together, and he goes, "Here we go! It's time to merge. Come forth, oh creative powers! Come forth! It's the great merging!" And in the next panel, we see Kinta's full-fledged armor, and we see Takakura. You see Takakura's face coming out of like the pelvis area. It's just this outrageous armor. And Takakura goes, it's just me carrying you on my shoulders. And he goes, I can handle the great Kinta better than anyone else, but you are the one who's used to the combat, Private Takakura. To keep up with their movements, we need your dynamic visual acuity and reflexes. And we cut back to Bully Maguire and Kung Fu Alien kind of fighting each other a bit. And it seems like Bully Maguire has gotten the upper hand. And he goes back to turn his attention to the other two. And immediately Kinta flies in and tries to punch him, but Bully Maguire jumps out of the way, causing like the ground to shatter below him.
That's a heavy ass punch.
Bully Maguire goes, Takakura, what the hell is that? You better not think this is a joke. And Kinta goes, Private Verniers?
Verniers, I guess. Yeah, that's
What are
right.
veneers? Aren't those like teeth things?
Yeah.
No, those are veneers. Oh. Verniers must be something different.
Ver.
Is
So,
a ver in there?
Bully Maguire tries to slam down on top of them, but the Great Kinta kind of does a sidestep, and as he's sidestepping, Bully Maguire is also kind of shooting out and following their movements. And Kinta charges up another punch and misses, to which Bully Maguire really takes this as an insult still, because of how ridiculous this looks. And as he's kind of like enraged by this kind of seeming slight, he kind of kicks him up in the air and then jumps up and slams him to the ground. And Takakura goes, Sakata, merging has made us even heavier. It's hard to move. And all the gears all banged up too. Merging has made us weaker. And the chapter ends with Ginta going, say what?
You can't believe it.
That is it for Dandadan this week. Josh, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this was a silly ass chapter. I am still amazed that they're not dead. But I'm starting to understand why. I mean, the fact that the villains fought each other for half the comic, you know, I can see how, you know, they survived this situation, you know, while the girls was in the gym handling business and winning. Anyway, this guy's so disappointed that when he's going to be very, very disappointed when he finds out that Takakura doesn't have his speed granny turbo.
Yeah, the turbo granny anymore.
Yeah. He's going to be sick. You think he's going to let them go? Like, you think he's going to be like, oh. Because he can't even use the sword.
Right.
You think he's just going to kill him, like, anyway?
He might kill him anyway.
He hates Takakura that much?
Yeah. He's a hater, dude.
D1 hitter, Bully Maguire.
D. If they gave him a gun with 3 bullets, he's using all of them on Takakura.
Yes. He's using all 3.
Yeah, I really like the robot stuff. I'm kind of hoping they take it a little serious at some point.
Yeah.
You know, I want to believe that, like, all jokes aside, that they could team up and win against these guys. I mean, they've been through a lot of struggles and they have magic material. Yeah. So, shit. Looking forward to next week. Cool chapter.
Yeah.
Yo, she bit him. She's desperate.
Yeah, she's trying to win.
She's the protagonist.
For real. This was my second favorite chapter of the week. I mean, it's the GOAT. It's Quinta himself, but it is cool to see like the hater guy. He's actually the real deal. He's mad strong for no reason. He has a pretty good handle on his powers, which is pretty cool. It was cool to see that, you know, he's a legit threat and all that stuff. I mean, dude, any chapter with Quinta in it is going to be a favorite of mine. I think he's just so dumb. It's so funny. This one face that he's making when he's saying that, oh, come forth, oh, creative powers. And he's like, it just makes me laugh.
Yeah, Quinta has the best. He's the best character, probably.
Probably. But yeah, this is just like such a fun chapter, and I love the merging thing. It was done in One Piece. We've seen it, we've referenced it already, but there's something funny about like still a giant robot just failing and being cool. Actually, that's still a good joke there. I feel like they're gonna take that the nano skin is actually gonna come in handy in a real way soon. For as silly as Quinta is, he is very smart and he does figure this shit out. He's the only one who can like mold it to this degree. So I am excited to see how they do it, because even though it will be like a serious threat, I'm sure it will be silly because it's Quinta there. But yeah, those are really all my thoughts on Dandadan. I thought it was just a very fun chapter, and I'm excited to see what comes next. Brian, what did you think?
The art for this chapter was splendiferous.
Splendiferous.
Stupendous, one might say.
Oh,
Yes.
high praise.
I had a few good giggles, a few gaffes from this chapter as well. Man, I feel like Dandadan say like there's like a read order for the weeklies, like whenever they come out on Sunday. I want to finish with Dandadan. I'm glad that Dandadan comes out on Mondays, because then you could just kind of reread and then have like a nice little palate cleanser at the end. And just have a nice little fun chapter to boost your mood before the show. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Just a fun chapter. Dandadan, you could always look forward to some good fun.
Definitely.